Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun, as we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. And here we go, the long-awaited kickoff to get this season started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Clemson offense take over 1st and 10.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And here's the handoff. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
Well, Chris, this is kind of what we expected, the challenge that this offense would face today against this defense. We've seen it all year. They've been one of the more dominant defenses in the country, and here they come up with a big pick to get this game started.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Short pass finds the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, perfectly thrown football here, and this quarterback's got to be fired up. It's his first passing touchdown of the season. Here's the first of hopefully many more for this young man.
And the BA team makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Brown. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try a pass here. Catch made on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Boy, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. It's a huge gain. The stop is finally made at the 41-yard line.
Man, another big-time catch by a Clemson wide receiver. How long have you and I been saying that, it seems like, over the years? Going back to Sammy Watkins and DeAndre Hopkins and Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow and T. Higgins, all those guys on to the NFL having great careers, and now watching these players today in that same Clemson uniform making those big plays.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the ground, it's Haynes. Great cut, they whiff on him. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Clemson 0.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off. The ball is loose. Looks like the offense able to recover it there. The Tigers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's
timeout, Clemson.
second down after that previous play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. On second and goal, they hand it to him again. They test the middle and get stuffed. That is just not open for business today.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum. Kirk, if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though, they tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete On the throwaway, didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
There's the handoff. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Eludes the rush. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. And the Tigers will look to convert here on 4th down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Intercepted in the end zone. And he's got some open field ahead. That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Oh, the ball comes loose. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking for some space. It's Haynes. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. Here's the 2nd down play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. He's got it at the 15. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
And the runner takes off to his right, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
And now here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through.
The extra point is good.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? And he's got his man open downfield. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create here on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. And the offense will take their first 10 out of the half and talk strategy here. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
And there's the handoff. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. 2nd down play now coming up. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Now it's 2nd down here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Time running down, just one play left here in the half. Testing the right side here. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half tick away. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12, but Coach Breezy left that one in the end zone. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. On first down, it's play action. He's moving out of the pocket now. The sure hands. It's Jackson. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
And that is always the toughest thing for defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on first down. He pulls it in for a big gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. It's a turnover. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Clemson. A fumble return for 6. And now the try here for the extra point. He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14.
That makes the score Clemson 21, LSU 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket.
Of course, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
So after 2 empty downs, it's 3rd and long from their own 1. Will the defense come after him this time? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And the ball is away from his own end zone. On the return, it's Brown. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Heading left after the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Bringing pressure. He's hit as he throws it. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll test the right side here. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. 2nd down.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. It's an option look. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the 2nd half, really the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a 1st down. A new set of downs after that completion. And now the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Clemson 28, LSU 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Here's that defense shifting again. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With sure hands, it's Sampson. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Tackle, but 1st down. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to him. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Fires it on the move. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. That's an important score. We've got a 1-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can your defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Bringing it out, it's Brown. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
And the Clemson offense will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Handoff running right. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Picked off, a crucial turnover. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Here's another interception. We're losing track. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. And they've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Fighting off the defender. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Breaks a tackle into the clear. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And now the running back's got it again. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Second and long, but you figure they'll run the ball here to work the clock. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Tigers will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And the ball rolls dead.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Oh, delay of game penalty. That's the last thing you want to do at this placement in the field. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Snags the quick throw. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it. They do a really good job of that right here.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. They keep feeding the running back, but he's had nowhere to go tonight. They've been dominated at the line of scrimmage. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Pressure is coming. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Extending the play now. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
Important 2nd down play coming up. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, I'm shocked by this. I mean, this is a great touchdown by this offense. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. We may be headed to overtime.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. The 30, inside the 20. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Clemson.
What a play here by the defense. We kept thinking this defense might have to come up with a stop to give the ball back to their own offense to see if they can maybe take the lead, but instead they take matters into their own hands and come up with a turnover and a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. And the returner heads out of bounds. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Hit as he released it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, the pass is picked off.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. So a good W here. Their season